Hi guys, welcome to another reading vlog. So excited to be back, and I haven't done a reading vlog in so long. Check out this one right here if you haven't watched it. I shot this back in Bhopal, and now that I'm in Kolkata, I thought I'll take you along in a very normal chill day where I'm reading, journaling, eating, napping, all of that. Maybe writing also a little bit. So the day has actually started off very late. It's, I think, what now? Almost going to be 12 o'clock. So it's almost going to be noon. And the day started with a little bit of a problem with our water filter, because of which the kitchen kind of got like flooded. There was some problem and like all the water leaked out. So after that, my husband, so Josh, went to office. He went a little late. We were just busy cleaning all that mess up, and we had a very good breakfast of aloo paratha and chai. Here is the picture for you. And now I'm a little bit full, so I'm not going to be having lunch now. I have just like cleaned up and started laundry, and my maid and cook, everybody has come and done their jobs. So now what I'm going to do is go and journal. I'll show you guys how I journal, what I journal. I'm going to be using two journals. This is one normal diary. I'll show you what I write in this. And this is the planner that I got from Alicia Souza's early this year. So with this, this is how I use it. On the first page that I write my goals, my to-dos, what I read, what I watched, and then on the calendar, usually I use it to write all the content, plan out everything, when will I shoot, when the videos go up, all of that. And then these pages where we have all like the days of the week. Now these I use in two ways. Sometimes I use to write like my priorities, my to-dos, stuff like that. Sometimes I use it like a diary, right? So I'll just reflect on, like, if I'm today, if today is Friday and I'm writing about, I'll write about Thursday, right? I'll write about like what were the major things that happened, anything that comes to mind. So that is how basically I use this journal, this planner that I have. So for this diary, let me show you what all things I include here. So this is how I plan out a page here in this notebook. So as you can see, I've started with the date, the day, and then I will write what am I grateful for. Then I write what I want to accomplish today, my main focus, my main priority. What am I looking forward to? What is my household chores of the day? Then I do brain dumping. So brain dumping is more effective, I have seen, when it's in the morning, but still I give some time. It does not have to be like 1 hour or so, just 5-10 minutes. Think about whatever ideas or anything that comes to mind, I'll dump here. Then at the bottom, I write out the menu. So I'll include my breakfast, my snacks, lunch, dinner, all of that. So I'm sorted. Now, as it has become a little afternoon, it's become a little later in the day. Some of these things will now seem like not really having a lot of point, because I have seen that if I don't do this brain dumping and all of these things first thing in the morning, or more, not even if not like the first thing, maybe like one of the things in the morning, then it gets clouded. Now your mind is thinking like 100 other things, but then still I'll give it a go. So this is how currently I'm utilizing my two of my journals. Apart from this, I have a reading journal, I have a recipe journal that I am very recently started working on, and I have an idea journal as well. Would you like to see a video about my different types of journals, how I set them, how I plan them? If you would, if you're interested, let me know in the comment sections below. And now let's go ahead and journal. Now, so let's talk a little bit about the book that we are going to be reading today. So this is Be a Triangle. This is from Lily Singh. So Lily Singh is one of those creators who has been there for a very, very long time, right from the start. And although now a lot of her content I don't really consume, but when I started watching YouTube in 2016-17, like really watching videos on YouTube, not just like listening to songs or watching like educational videos, apart from that, like comedy sketches and vlogs and all, she was one of the first creators whose videos I watched, and it was so funny, so I know that she has come out with a previously she also has written a book, Be a Bawase, Be a Boss Lady. I think that's her first book, and I think this is the second one. So I am very interested in like what is this about. I really liked the title, the whole color scheme and everything that's going on with the book. So it says like, be a triangle, how I went from being lost to getting my life into shape. And if I like it, I might also go with her other book, the first book that she wrote, that is How to Be a Bawase. So I will take out a pen. I'll take out a highlighter. I have been loving these Faber-Castell gel highlighters. These were a part of my Amazon stationery haul. I'll link this video here if you have not watched. And yeah, let's start. And I will take you along. Reached almost half of the book I've completed, and there are three things that I really have liked up till now about what she talks about. So one of these things was just completing this chapter, and she says that we don't spend enough time with ourselves, and meditation is she explains how meditation is one of those things that can help you connect with your like inner self. And I think that's so true. Another one of the things that she said was that to escape just to be with our thoughts, now we have social media, right? Or anything, or any game. We just pick up our phone and we will be on it instead of like thinking and being with ourselves. And I have observed this too, mindlessly picking up the phone multiple times over a day. So we just don't have to think and process about the things that are here and here. So yeah, that is one change that I also think sometimes, that why did I pick up my phone? Is it simply because I don't want to deal with what's going on in my head? So I think it's really beautiful the way she has talked about this point, that you should, every day or every other day, whatever suits you, that you sit down and ask yourself questions, write it out. I think that is where, for me, journaling really helps. To write about, as I said, brain dumping and stuff. So write about, put it into like paper, like what are you thinking, what is of concern, and why are you thinking this, are you well mentally and physically. The other thing that that is there in the book that really resonated with me is that how as people we change, and how sometimes that can be a big challenge to overcome. So we are used to, right, being a particular version of ourselves, and that version is of course going to change. You go through life, you grow through life, so that's of course going to be there, and you will change, and what you want will change, how you will do things will change, and we should be okay with that. We should go with it. Really very beautifully and very nicely written. It's sometimes it's a little bit funny, and it's as I said, because it's a short book, it's not something where she is like giving a lot of gyan, because then that can become a little boring. The third thing was that if you are not well if you are not happy, if you are not content here and here, then it's very difficult to go and do work or to go and achieve something great, and I believe that 100%. If you are not satisfied and content, I think your work shows. um, not I would say not even work, like your face, your body, physically your body will start to show. So yeah, that is so far my thoughts, and I think I'll complete the book and then I'll get back to you guys, or if I find something interesting before that, I'll come here. Hey guys, so I have finished reading the book, and my thoughts. So, the second part of the book was focused more on the outer side, the outer world, the universe, how to be grateful, and how to ease off distractions, how not to get like overwhelmed with things, how to deal with expectations, and all of that. Now, I like this book. For a book which is under 100 pages, I think it does a decent job of covering all the topics that she intended to. But as she's in the beginning, when she's setting the tone of the book, she says that it's not like a book with like tips and tricks and all of that. So it does not really go into a lot of detail with each of the topics, I feel. The first half has a lot of details about, like, working on yourself, and as I said before, that having spending time with yourself, clearing your thoughts, all of that. But then the second half, not really that much. So if you're just beginning to think about things like these, so this can be a good read, very easy to follow, easy to read book for you. But if you're looking into something a little bit deeper, a little bit more meaningful, then no, you can read it for the joy of reading it, because maybe you want to, like I said, I wanted to read her writing once, so I have done that. But it does not really go into her experiences also, because I feel that I have not read her first book, so I might be wrong here, but I think she could have included a lot of her experiences in the book, because she comes from that kind of a background. Her family shifted to Canada when she was very young. She was brought up in a very different kind of environment, and she went into content creation and all of this when things were very different. It was not like how it is now, when people are really aware that, oh, you could make a career out of it, right? And she has been doing it for so many years now. I think almost close to 10 years now. So that could have been a little more there, that how she got through all of that, and her things, the challenges that she faced. So I think it could have been a little more meaningful, a little more in depth. Right now, I think it's very kind of like touches the surfaces of all those things. But anyways, that's my thoughts. Hey guys, so it has been a very long time since I picked up the camera. Many hours have passed by. It's currently 8:18 p.m. And since the last time you saw me, I have been reading a little bit, and then we went for our walk. Hence, I'm a little flushed, I think. Okay, this is better. So I'm a little flushed, I think. So right now, I already had a sandwich earlier, so I'm not really hungry. Otherwise, this is usually like around dinner time, and also because Josh is running late, so he might get home by 9:30ish. So we will have dinner together. As for Tintin, he has already had his dinner, he has done his business, he's on set. So right now what I'm going to do is write for like 15-20 minutes. Usually during this time I don't write. I am either write towards the morning or the afternoons. But yes, today I don't have much to do. Dinner is very simple today. There is fried eggs, roti, and there is a salad thingy I'll show you guys. So I thought, why not write a little bit and talk about my writing process. Okay, great. So now that I have you guys here, so talking about my writing process, so I was just walking Tintin and I got this idea, and that is how I am as a writer. I am a very observational writer, if that makes any sense. So basically, I like to look around things, people, incidents, accidents, and then from there I take ideas and inspirations and clues, and then I set out to write. That is how usually my process is. Sometimes when I have like a particular idea, for example, I want to write on hope, for example. So I'll sit and outline, but for such kind of ideas, I don't sometimes, I go with the flow, I'll write whatever I want to, and then I will go ahead and edit all the parts, whatever I feel is, unnecessary and all of that, and that is how the final things come into picture. Usually for any particular blog, writing piece, whatever you say, I sit with that piece for 2-3 days. I give it that much time, so as to go back to it again and again. I make my husband read it, and he'll suggest some changes sometimes, or he'll say that this could be better, or omit this or whatever. And it's good to have a second eye to things. So that is how usually I write. And yeah, let's write together.